What's going on, everybody? If you don't know me, it's your little homie Dean, coming in with the Cinematics Top 10 TV series of 2021 so far. Now, this will be 1 through 5 or 5 through 1. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and count them down. All right, coming in at number 5, we got Your Honor, which qualifies at a solid 8.2. So my guy from Breaking Bad, Cranston, he's a judge, which they try their best to show at the beginning has a good heart and is honestly there to uphold the law. He calls out a lying cop at the beginning so you know what type of man he is early on. All that goes to the wayside when he comes home and his son, a senior in high school, has hit another kid on a motorcycle and drove off. You know what I mean? In his mom's car, who has recently passed, so they're already dealing with that like a year after they're dealing with that. So my guy Breaking Bad tries to do the right thing and even drives his son all the way to the police station. But that's where he finds out that his son done hit and ran a kid from a notorious crime family. And in an attempt to save his son from certain death, I'm talking about horrible deeds are done and even worse decisions are made throughout this I really can't call it a thriller, but definitely great drama series called Your Honor, coming in at 8.2. All right, at number 4, we got season 2 of The Godfather of Harlem. Now, hard to believe some of the risks black folks had to take, you know what I mean, back in the day to acquire wealth, had a lot stacked up against us, and I think Godfather of Harlem portrays the plight of the black man as good as any show that you can have out there. You know what I mean? This could be the best version of Malcolm X you're going to see. Now, one night in Miami, he was called too, but you know what I mean? This guy here, Nigel Thatch, puts it down. Now, I think both of them are better than Denzel. I'm just saying, but you know what I mean? They really play that character. Nigel plays it, Malcolm X really well. I like how they're doing that. You know, it's a lot of politics and policies and mafia ties dominate the tone of the show, which still does a great job of getting personal with the characters so that you feel involved in the life of the whole cast, really. Godfather at 8.0. Go check out season 1 first, though. Make sure you do that. All right, at number 3, we got City on the Hill, season 2 at a 9.0. Now, this is the 3T crew coming up, top tier television. This one's set in Boston in the 90s. Season 2 gets a little bit more serious for our stars, who is Jackie Roy, an FBI agent sitting on the fence of being a good guy or a villain, also of being a good husband or a bad one. And then you got my man DeCourcy Ward, which is a black DA in Boston in the 90s. So you can imagine the thin line between life and work and how it plays against him and his personal goals. So, you know what I mean? It's going down in the way that they put it all together and what they're fighting and how they're getting attacked. Yeah, I think it's pretty well written as well. Not many wasted scenes, you know what I mean? So you have to go watch season 1 to make sure that you're involved like you need to be in season 2 as the stakes and the drama increases every episode, man. City on the Hill at a 9.0. Now coming in at number 2, we got Black Summer season 2 at a 9.2. Not sure who's still watching The Walking Dead, but I fell off that horse a couple of years ago. And thank God for Black Summer. You know what I mean? It's such a different approach to the zombie genre, and it's fast. And you know what I mean? It's fast, and they emphasize writing in this story. You know what I mean? The whole thing is to kind of throw you off in the way that they go back and forth between what's happening now, what's just happened later, and the way they intertwine the characters and bring them all together. I'm talking about it's a masterpiece, man. On that, I got to say their writing is unbelievable. Character arcs understandable, tough decisions are made, and the creativity to use every second of screen time to entertain you. For real, for real. You've never been on a ride like this before in my Dr. Dre voice. So, you know what I mean? Go watch Black Summer season 2 at a 9.2. You need to watch season 1, but you can just jump into season 2. You're going to be like, man, this shit crazy. Also at a 9.2. But coming in as the number 1 TV series of 2021 so far to me is Mayor of Easttown. Biggest surprise of the year for me. Kate Winslet was great. Funny and stern. Let the co-stars, you know what I mean, mostly on point throughout the whole thing. Based in a small town where Mary is a homicide detective, so you know she bored out of her mind in a small town. You know what I mean? It took me like 2 episodes to understand the family dynamic, but that's even funny. And dealing with her kids and ex-husband and mother, you know what I mean? Suddenly she gets a huge murder dropped on her plate that turns out to just not be just another homicide. So character development is flawless, as I felt like I understood everyone as well as their motivations in the story. Dialogue never seems forced, being funny without trying, getting serious without changing the tone of the show. I mean, the writing keeps each episode growing in suspense, and the finale is one of the best I done seen in years, for real. You know what I mean? Great ride from beginning to end. Mayor of Easttown at a 9.2. That's the Cinematics Top 10 TV series of 2021 so far. Please like and subscribe and check out one of these shows if you haven't watched it yet. Holler at me and let me know what you think. There it is.